Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Fred and Friends. Got a great show for you guys tonight. As you know, we've been talking for the past couple months about Monte Casino coming up. And it's going to be at Paintball to Go in Roothouse, Illinois. And I have just been laying to do this. I mean, everybody is so excited. Now the excitement is building because we are getting closer and closer and closer to this. Well, tonight, a great show. I've got none other than everybody that is going to run this whole shebang at Monte Casino. I got him on tonight. I've got Mr. Bud Orr, who is one general. I've got Mr. Dan Colby, who is the other general. I got Mr. Torrey Berguglio. Well, I'm going to blow this. Sorry, Torrey. Berguglio. He's going to be one of the seconds. And then Matt Shook is the other second. And then I've got none other than the owner of Paintball to Go himself, Mr. Joe. Oh, I'm going to blow your name too. I'm just going to call you Joe. I'm going to let Bill take care of it when we get you on here. Yeah, because everybody knows I'm a name butcher. I try like hell, guys. I really do. You know, I mean, it took me 14 years to get my own name right. So anyhow, I won't go there. What I've got though is I got a few things I want to mention. I'm going to do my shout outs. I'll bring these guys probably on here in about 10 minutes. And you're gonna want to listen to these guys. These guys are so cool and just a great bunch of guys. And you're gonna absolutely love them. And I want to say hi a couple times real quick here to Mr. Thomas Gee. Thomas, we wish you were going to be at Monte Casino. You know we're gonna miss you, buddy. Thomas was at Woods Ball. Not only a great person, but one hell of a cook too. Ooh, man, I got to tell you, buddy. And Hank Emery's watching, and Mark Gong, and a lot of Facebook users. I can't pick up their names. So, but anyhow, let's move along here real quick. I got a couple of PBSL tournaments I want to mention. You know, the PBSL is a great group, and these guys have been working very, very hard to really get this thing off the ground, and they're doing such a great job at it. And, you know, they got guys all the way across the United States that are doing this now in, you know, different divisions and stuff like that. So tonight, you know, I want to mention the one in Aurora, Colorado. It's going to be August 28th and 29th at Dynamic Paintball. And this is their last event of the season. So if you get a chance, and like I say, guys, you know, even if you're not going to go play, go out, root the teams on, just support paintball. Go out there and show everybody that you care. Because the larger groups we get, the more we attract other people to jump in and do the same thing. And that's the same thing I'm going to preach for Monte Casino. I think we're going to have one heck of a crowd at Monte Casino. And then the other PBSL tournament's going to be October 16th, and it's going to be down in Southern California at Combat Paintball. So, you know, PBSL it's really a great organization. These guys work very, very hard for what they do. Very fair and a lot of fun. So if you get a chance, Aurora, Colorado, the 28th and the 29th, and then Southern California at Combat Paintball Zone on October 16th. Then also I want to mention King of the Ranch is coming up. That's one that's local here for me. And the Hermans, the teams are just great. Mark Gong and Anthony Portello, and Michael Baird, these guys do such a great job with the youngsters. You know, I get to go out there and I get to hang with these guys. You actually have to see it to believe it, what these people do to bring these youngsters up and bring them up right and make our sport keep growing. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, if we just get so much into ourselves that we can't help the little guy get bigger, then we're going to end up being nothing in a few years. These kids are just great. You're going to love them. As a matter of fact, you know, I've got a couple I can't wait to get back to Monte Casino to meet, and that's Corn Dog and Mini Bear. I had them there, a couple of youngsters I had on the show a while back, and they were just terrific. I'm really looking forward to having them back on again. So anyhow, we are going to talk Monte Casino tonight. And, you know, we've got we've got everybody that's going to run this bad boy on tonight. So let me get my shout outs real quick like I do every week, and then we'll get right to these guys because you're going to want to listen to them. You know, to start with, I mentioned these guys from way back in because they started paintball. They worked so hard to build the sport what it is today. Not only put a lot of money and time into it, they put a lot of effort into building it. And, you know, I'm proud to know all these guys, always have been. And I start with Mr. Tim Schloss. Tim Schloss had tiger stripe camouflage back in the day and now has Gateway Paintball. And as Tim would say, it's 10 minutes from the St. Louis airport. So if you get a chance, you're going to want to go out there and check out Tim's field. It's absolutely great. And we have a little thing that we're going to announce probably on the 24th of September that you're gonna really, really like, and Tim's field is going to be part of it. So it should be pretty cool. And then Dan and John Colby. You know, Dan Colby, Air America, now Immortal Air. It's been my sponsor for 31 years. Just a terrific guy, and I can't ever say enough about him. And he's going to be on tonight. Now, he texted me a little while ago and he said he's got a bad storm going through there, so we're kind of hoping that his internet and everything's going to be okay. So I got on the radar and I checked it out, and it's a huge storm going through there, through Chicago area right now. So we're hoping that Dan's going to be able to pull up and be on here with us. And then I always mention Mr. Bud Orr. You know, really doesn't need any war game products right there. You know, Mr. Autococker, he's going to be one of the generals that we're going to talk about tonight. And he is, I can't say enough about the guy. I love the guy. He just, he's done so much for paintball over the years, and he has not stopped. He is still rocking and rolling. And like I say, I just love the guy. Great guy. And Mr. Tom K. Tom K. Airgun Designs was my sponsor for years. Just a terrific, terrific person. And I also got to mention Rainey and Juby Boucher. I mention them every week because they had paintball news back in the day. And if you went out to any of the fields, you could pick up this paper. It didn't cost the players nothing, period. You pick it up, you find out what just happened, what was coming up, where all the fields were. It was just a treasure trove of information when it came to paintball. And it was just so cool. So Rainey and Juby Boucher, I have to mention them every week because they're fabulous. They really are. Oh, and Jennifer Montressor's watching us. Hey, Jennifer. You know, Jennifer has another person, you know, along with Mark Gong and Michael Beard, that is really, really working hard to build up the youngsters, and she is doing such a great job at it. She has a couple of teams. One of them's Montressor's Marauders, and you know, I can never say enough about people that do that. You know, and Jennifer and her husband Frank work very, very hard to do that. They just had the ICC, and they had their teams in it, and they put together a great show. So I'm just very, very proud to call them my friends. Very, very happy for that. And I got to mention Mr. Jerry Braun. Jerry owned Paintball Sport back in the day. You know, now he has the Woods Ball back east, and just another great person. These guys are, like I say, I wish everybody, all these young kids nowadays could have been back when we all started back then to see just exactly how much effort these guys put into building the sport that we've got today. Just absolutely great. And I got to mention Ross Alexander, Line SI. I still got my original Bushmaster that I played my very first tournament with, and he was my sponsor for years. Jim Lively at Lively Productions. Jim is doing great. He lives up in Oregon right now, and I talk to him every couple of weeks. Terrific person. And then I have to mention every week Gino from Belkin. Now, the reason I mention Gino is Gino does so many things for paintball, but he never goes out and blows his horn about it. You know, I thank God I'm kind of on the inside of all of this, and I get to see all the stuff that this guy does. and he's just a terrific person. And you know, I wish I could tell you everything that he does for paintball and for the sport, but you know, I'm sure he wouldn't want me to do that. He's like I say, he's a pretty low key guy. He's got a hell of a business. Everybody knows that. You know, he rock and rolls, and he's earned it. The guy started out collecting paint tubes in the woods, cleaning them and filling them with paint and reselling them. So, you know, it's not like everything was given to him. He worked his way up, and he deserves it all. And then I have to say hi to Mark and Jaden Gong. Now, these are two of my favorite little young gun players. They're Mark Gong's sons, and they're just terrific. I can't say enough about them. They can't say enough about Mark Gong. You know, Mark played on Constant Pursuit years ago, and now he plays on the OG Ironman. And you know, he's just one of them guys. You're just so grateful that he's in our sport. You really, really are. So anyhow, I've done my schmeal. I like it. You know, Steve McGuire. You know, he's always going, "Oh man," he goes, "You're way too long in that." You know, and he might be right, but you know, that's why it's my show, not Steve's. So anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up. Had a little technical problem here earlier, but I'm going to bring up. Please welcome Mr. William Bailey, my co-host. Hey, Billy.
Hal.
Yeah, you're hell today.
He's hiding in the background. We had to use his phone.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's hell yeah, you're Bill. I got it. And behind Bill, everybody, you know that what you're getting to see back there is some scenes, a movie, I guess you could say, that Bill and Joe made back in the day, and this is at Paintball to Go. And I got to tell you, I just watching this makes me want to jump out there and do it, baby. You know, I cannot wait. I cannot wait to. And then you go and you hurt your leg, but you're not going to play, I guess, huh?
Yeah, I'll be on a 4-wheeler anyway. So
yeah, always bragging, always bragging. Yeah. Well, you know, Bill, you know, these guys are some pretty cool guys we're bringing up here tonight.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. You know, I can't see Danny. I don't know where Danny is, so. I'm hoping that he'll show up, or maybe I'm just blowing it. I don't know, but I hope he'll show up here. Yeah, you know that happens, don't you?
Oh yeah,
oh yeah, absolutely. So, what do you think? What do you say we go ahead and first bring up Joe?
Yep.
Mr. Joe Schnelton. Did I get that right, Joe?
Yeah, Schnelton.
Schnelton.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do.
Hey, Bill.
I practiced it, and I was afraid to say it earlier. I said, well, I'll wait till Bill comes on, because, you know, Joe, Bill teases me relentless when I blow these names. And I'm so good at blowing them, it's not even funny. So.
That's all right.
Yeah. And I want to bring up one of the generals here, Mr. Autococker himself, Mr. Bud Orb.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if he'll come up here. Hey, there he is.
Guys. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you doing this evening, Bud?
Do what? I'm doing great. Yep.
You look awful comfortable.
Yeah, I'm out in my backyard.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I've been at your little. I call it the compound. You call it a house. I don't know. You know. Am I right, Bill? Huh?
Yeah. It's a compound.
Awesome. It's a compound. You bet your pippy it is. Absolutely. So, and now I want to bring up real quick, Mr. Matt Shook. Matt is one of the seconds in this game. How you doing this evening, Matt?
Doing great. How are you guys doing? Hey, Bud.
Hey, how you doing,
Joe?
Matt.
Doing great. Doing great.
And then I want to bring up, you know, Tori. Tori, your dad and I go way back. You know, when I first met you, you were a little shyster, but I hope I don't blow your last name. Yeah, way to go, Bill. Right on. Give me confidence. That's what I like about you, Bill. Mr. Tori Brigiglio. How bad did I blow it?
Fred, that was technically the second G is silent, but that was pretty good. Yeah, I couldn't pronounce it until I was like 9, you know. So. How you doing, guys?
Doing great, man. Yeah. I was hoping we get Danny on here. I can't see unless I am doing something wrong here, which I hope I am not.
Well, it is storming there.
Hey, Bill, your video's making me feel old because those trees are 3 feet tall in that video. They're 25 feet tall now. And that's an old one. Wow.
This was 2007.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see Danny on here unless I can't pull him up. Anyhow, we're here to talk about Monte Casino, and I got to tell you, everybody that's see on the screen is going to be there, especially Joe. I guess Joe never leaves there.
They chained me to a pole.
Well, I got to tell you, Joe, I am absolutely psyched to come back and do this. You know, we've got a lot of members of the band coming back, which is extremely cool. And you know, I get to see my buddies back there too. It's going to be just so much fun. And Bill, Bill, I'm going to let you start out. Just tell us a little bit about the game and how it's run.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Or should I call you Hal?
Yeah, I'll be Hal today.
Okay.
But, no, it's set up with a primary mission every hour, and we start off down at the beach of Anzio, and it's got landing craft, and the Allies have to deport out of those and run right into German fire, and they fight for a flag base that's down there. And it's the flag base is scored every 15 minutes, you know, for 1 hour. And then we add up the points, and then the game slowly shifts. After that hour, it moves up to Mortar Hill, and then we fight there for the hour. And it also has primary bases there. And at that point, we start secondary missions. So the generals will have missions that they've got to send their their teams on to try and go find props or, blow up ammo dumps or whatever the mission happens to be. They might be rescuing a downed pilot, setting up field radios. There's really no telling. There's about 20 different missions that we have. And then after that, they move up to the city of Anzio and they fight there, for the hour. Then we break for lunch, and then we move over to the Abbey area and continue, the battles there. And it's a long day, but it's a lot of fighting and a lot of prop finding and a lot of missions to carry out. So,
well, you sent me the video on it, and I thought the video was, it just made me want to get out there and do it right now. So I think it's going to be pretty damn cool. So, Bud, you all ready for this? Because, I wanted to get Dan on, because Dan said he's going to kick your butt. I don't know. That's what Bill was saying. So
he got scared and ran. I hope he shows up.
Yeah, I do too.
Matt and I'll take it easy on him.
Yeah, he had a real bad storm going across them, but I pulled it up on the radar, and it was a big one. So he said his internet service was a little shaky, but he wanted to be on. So yeah, it is what it is. So Joe,
it's
how
rough
many years
times these days. We had no power for like 5 hours last night.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, well, he texted me earlier, and because I texted him, I said, "You're still on, right?" And he goes, "Oh, absolutely." He said, "But we got a big storm going through right now." He goes, "I hope my internet holds." So I pulled it up on the radar, and believe me, it was a good-sized storm. So, yeah, it was really a good-sized storm. So I'm hoping that he'll be okay. But anyhow, Joe, how many years you been doing this?
We've been involved in paintball since 1998. And we opened the fields in 2000 or 2001. So we've been doing the fields for about 20 years. And we've been into scenario games for about 18 years. I think this is the 17th annual Monte Casino. It would be 18, but we missed last year. So been doing it for a while.
Yeah, well, you're going to make up for it this year. That's for sure.
There you go.
Yeah, because last year everybody was psyched to go to it, and then
it was going to be our largest event ever. It was really staging up to be pretty epic, and it was quite the blow to have to delay it, reschedule it, do that again. So we're doing it this time. Come hell or high water, we're having this game. So,
woohoo!
Hey, guess what I got here?
Allied Commander.
Hello.
Hey
Here
guys,
he is.
how you guys doing?
You made it.
See you guys.
Hey, boy. If Bud said you were running, that's why you weren't on.
No, I was in traffic. I couldn't even think after all these years that people learn. I wouldn't miss this. I wouldn't miss this for nothing.
What a
How
group,
you guys
huh?
all doing? Tori, good to see you, Bud. Joe, hell, Dan, shit, fuck everybody else. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's good to see everybody.
Yep, that's Dan.
Nah,
Right
hey.
on.
Yeah,
Well,
you get
Tori covered for you, Dan. He
Oh,
done a
good.
good job.
I
Tori
wasn't gonna be able
got
to
my
hold up the
back.
shit talking for you, Danny. I'm not on, I'm not on your level.
Yeah,
Tori was getting ready to sign some surrender papers to Bud, but
Yeah,
luckily
right.
you showed up.
Tori, keep the faith. Keep the faith.
Yeah.
You know. Nah, it should be a good year this year. But as far as signing anything over, we got a whole lot of good stuff planned for this game. You know, so I think it'd be a really interesting game. Tori, as I said in the beginning, you always got my back. We should just have a killer time, a great time this year. I know, between Matt, Bud, and everybody, I know you guys are gonna, do everything. But no matter how hard you try, it's gonna be difficult to take on, Tori and myself. Not being cocky, it's just that, hey, listen, I just think that we got a little special feature coming in on our side this year. And I won't mention any names, but its initials are like Fred Schultz. Okay, so I think all in all,
We gonna shoot Fred?
no
Yeah,
shit.
as long as you work through everybody and get to the back. Yeah.
Third Bud's secret weapons, Gino.
Yeah, Gino's coming. Yeah, did you
Yeah,
hear
there
the
you
list?
go.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh
I didn't
yeah.
know that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh
hide.
man,
I'm
big guy could afford an
I'm gonna-
airstrike. We're screwed, huh?
Yeah, you might get an airstrike. I think he's flying in on his new Lear.
He is bringing his new jet. Yes, he is.
Yep.
Yeah, you know who's coming actually? Let's see if I can read them here. Yeah, we got Sel, we got David Bell, Gino, William, David Ruddick's coming, Mean Gene, Kenny Stewart, Chip Kurtz, Tim Schloss, Bud, Dan, Kevin Donaldson, Caesar Pizzol might show up. So, I mean, that's a hell of a list of good names that's going to be at this thing.
That's a great list. But I tell you what's really impressive. The guys that you mentioned are awesome, and some they actually they breathe life. I mean, the paintball. But what makes this thing so cool on top of all the people that you had just mentioned are the players. I have never met as many. These players are so cool. The bottom of the earth, great guys to hang out with, to talk with, no matter what side you're on, and that's what makes this game so incredible.
It does.
You think you've met a lot of people until you meet these people, and they work real hard to get to where they're going. They want to play a lot of paintball, and they want to have a really good time in there. Just to have a good time. They don't bicker. They don't problem. No, there's no problems. It's fantastic. It's like, oh my God, this is paintball heaven. I mean, you're having a big game. There's no problems, and that's it. The people are tremendous. The staff is unbelievable. The fields are set up for the player to play a good game of paintball, man. Just stay out and play.
You know what's cool, Dan, is, first of all, Bud Orr's going to be there, until you actually get to sit down and talk to this guy's a riot, period. I mean, he'll make you tinkle in your pants because he is one funny guy. And people don't understand it. But, everybody out there, if you're listening, you want to meet these people. Everybody that's on the screen, you want to come out to this event and meet these people, man. And you never know, Bud might lay one of his stories on you. And I got to tell you, they are some whoppers. Yeah, well, I won't get into it now, but when we get to Monte Casino, I want him to tell the deer story. You're gonna love the deer story. Yeah. Oh, no shit about it, Bill. You got to tell them the deer story. Hey, when we get there, you're gonna love it. And Ryan Courtney asked me if we were going to go live from Monte Casino, and it's up to Joe. If Joe let me go live, I'll go live the whole weekend.
Sure. If you can get signal, you can go live.
I can get signal. I bet I can get a better signal than Bill can. Although, you know what? Yeah, what's funny is Bill's on Hell's phone right now, and it's working perfect. And we tried Bill's computer, it didn't work. We tried Bill's phone, it didn't work. So
I've got Verizon. He's got AT&T. Verizon usually kicks AT&T's ass. I don't know what's happened.
I don't know. I got AT&T too.
It's
You want AT&T where we're at?
I got AT&T. We're good to go. Yeah, we're good to go. Piece of cake. I want to jump over real quick to Tori. The first time I met Tori, you were, God, I don't know what, 7 years old.
Yeah, I remember you guys coming over to the old house in Fenton for parties when I was too young to be around. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You were you're definitely young. Yeah, we came over there. Your dad, we'd go over because I loved your dad, and your dad and I were we were very, very good friends. And first time that I met your dad, that's what he said. He goes, "Oh man," he goes, "I'm having a barbecue. Is there any way you can come over there?" Yeah, hell yeah. If there's eats involved, I'm on my way. I'm kind of like Bill. So, but anyhow, yeah, I went over there and we had the best time. I think we did it a few years actually, Tori.
Yeah. It was probably for Tim Schloss's national big game celebrity big games he used to do back in the day. That was always the big fun,
Those are so much fun.
Absolutely great. As a matter of fact, you got a field back there too, don't you?
Yeah. I'm very lucky to be living on the paintball field property now. I finally built a house out here. We've got a place in the St. Louis area, Millstead, Illinois Extreme Paintball Park. But we're about probably 2 hours south of Joe's place. So.
Are you? Oh, very, very cool. And Matt, you've got a field also.
Yeah, the Edge Paintball Adventures, Wichita, Kansas, since 1996. So feels like forever. But I tell you, I watch what Joe does. A lot of players don't understand what it goes in to have a big game. Man, Joe, he goes over the top with. He's got firewood, porta potty, air stations everywhere. And as a field owner, we all envy what Joe does over there. He absolutely goes way overboard, way more than most field owners are able to afford to do and able to do. It's just amazing how much Joe does for players there. Lots of good perks.
Yeah,
So thanks, Joe.
Yeah, I'm very excited to go back and play. And as Bill's been talking about it ever since I met Bill. Every time we talk about anything about paintball, it's always, oh man, you got to go to paintball to go. It is so cool.
Fantastic.
So I am laying. Real quick, Matt, you got an event coming up this weekend, don't you?
Yeah, it's just a small event that we call Lions Game. It's a lot of players get to be like Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan. There's territory flags and gold pieces. We just play the facility and have a fish fry and a private auction where we donate the money to Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we just have fun. I don't go as overboard as Joe does. A big game for us, 200 or 300 players. We see about 300 players every weekend, so we try and keep it small. We've only got about 35 acres, so can't really do a whole lot with that small piece of ground, but it's a lot of fun. We have good times. It's just giving back to players, make they have a fun event to look forward to. I put on a fish fry, let them camp. We just have a good time. So, but that's this weekend. Cool. You can go to edgepaintball.com and click under events to pick up a flyer if you want to.
Yeah, if you're in the area, it might be good just to get out there and try it out because you just take walk-ons. It's just anybody come out and do it.
Well, yeah. I mean, we're just always so busy with groups. The big games are hard to stop for. So we let registration go all the way into Friday night, and it's fun. It is. We get a lot of rental players that come out tonight. In fact, I think the rental guns are. We've probably only got about 50 rental guns out of 150 left. The rental players just love it.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I just, like I say, I was watching some of the tapes that Bill had, on the Monte Casino. And Joe, you have put a lot of money into that field. I mean, that stuff didn't throw it out there by itself, that's for sure.
I'm a terrible businessman, Fred. All the money goes back in every year. It just happens. We're a small field. We don't have much groups. The big games is what we do, and I just constantly see things that need improvement, and I do them without running the numbers. And never hire me to manage anything. It's all the money disappears. But that's all right. We love doing it, and as long as the kids are having a good time, and my kids still want to be involved with it, we'll keep plugging away. And I just don't know how to do it any differently. I keep trying to get better, and Bill's a terrible influence on me too. So between the two of us, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but if when you talk about paintball, you show, like I just watched the video. If I never played paintball and I watched that video, let me tell you, I would want to get out and try that. I mean, that just the way it was done was exciting, and the field is terrific. So, to me, that's what it's all about. I'm always about building the sport. Always about, ever since back in the day, even, I want to build, and keep making paintball better and better. And, just like Dan and Bud, look what these guys have done over the years for this sport. And look at, these guys are still here doing it. Bud, how many years have you done that? You and Dan done that at Monte Casino?
This is my third year. It'll be my third year.
How many times have you beat Dan?
Once.
Oh, so this is like, so it's
This is
one
the
and one
grand
now?
finale.
So this is like a rubber match.
It's 1-1, I think. It's 1-1.
All right. Wow, that even makes it a lot more exciting now, man.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. You all ready for him, Danny?
Yeah, I am. You know what I mean? I am.
It took a while to
It'd be
answer
really
that,
good
buddy.
to see- Yeah, it's not about, talking smack or anything like that. It's just really good to see fun. You know what I mean?
Coming from you?
Coming from Danny. Where's your weenie box at, Danny boy?
Yeah, that was a good one, Dan. Everybody believed that one.
Yeah, didn't they? That went over really big, huh?
Yeah, you and Bud never talk smack. Never.
No. Hey, and the real. Nah, it's always good to talk to everybody. There ain't a person on that screen that ain't, to me is more than cool.
It's all in fun, too.
It is, and it's really good to see everybody out there. And you mentioned something earlier about Bud and that comedy streak in him. He's got a sense of humor that just is funnier than shit.
Oh, Bud,
you're
my God.
you're like, what the hell did he just say? And you just got to laugh your ass off. So there you go.
I tried to take him. I tried to take him on tour and put him on stage, but he goes, "I got enough money. I don't need it." So, but the guy is funny as hell. We're talking about you, Bud.
Me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you.
We're talking about how funny you are, because people just know you as a straight lace autococker guy. We know the real Bud Orr.
Oh hell yeah! But everybody on there, man, is good. Look at Tori, and man, and Tori's funny. Wait till everybody gets together, and that's the fun part of this whole thing. Playing the games, obviously is one aspect of it, but it's hanging out and talking to everybody. It's just as much fun as actually playing the game, if not funnier. Because who would have thought that too many they had those cutouts on Caesar when Bud came in, like whatever he did, they did. I mean, right on time, man. I mean, yeah. Like, what's his name? Jesus Christ, I can't think of. Shit, forget about it.
I'll tell you, if there'd have been a camera facing the other ways, those would have really been the bloopers.
Yeah, but he's got a good sense of humor. I think that's just a big aspect of the whole thing, man. Once everything is done and everybody's just sitting out and talking, that's when the fun starts. It
was. Well, Woods Ball was a riot, Danny, and now I'm hoping that Monte Casino is going to dwarf Woods Ball. That's what I look for now. With the same funny group is going to Monte Casino, and we're going to have just a bunch of new players there. There's a lot of people we haven't met. I'm waiting to meet Corn Dog and Mini Bear. I had those two on my show. When, Billy? A couple months ago.
Yeah.
Good talking to you, Bill.
Yep.
Anyhow.
It was one of the kid shows that we did about a month and a half ago.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great. Their mom, I think, texted me today and said they can't wait for us to come there. So I can't wait to go there either. It's going to be a riot.
Well, I tell you what, if you don't have fun there, call an ambulance because you're out in left field somewhere. You're nuts. Yeah. Joe and Angie and their family is unbelievable. I mean, Joe. Thank you for being Joe.
Right on.
Absolutely.
That is, there's nobody like you, man. Just be you. Don't change. 'Cause
There you go.
You make it, my friend. You make it. You know?
What better endorsement can I get? I've reached the top. I'm done.
And you got
Yeah.
to have something for me to work on when I get there.
There is never a shortage of things to work on in my field. I'm
Okay.
your guy.
Nope.
I'll bring my
Hey,
coverall.
Joe,
Yeah.
Joe, how many acres is your field? I don't even know, and I've had a lot of people asking me that lately.
Well, we've got 106 acres out there. I think we play about 80 for Monte Casino in that range. So,
Okay.
Can I get a golf cart?
Yeah, you got to bring one.
Fred, we do have
180.
buses and an army truck for the Saturday afternoon games. You know, so you don't have to walk a mile back there. We go to the
Fred-
back 40.
Fred, you can ride with me. You can ride with me and Danny. I'm lazy. I bring wheels.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did I tell you you were my favorite?
Wait till you try the Cook Shack. It's awesome.
Oh, it's amazing. My brother-in-law
Yeah.
Adam he does an amazing job. It's crazy the stuff he makes for a paintball game.
Joe,
You know what's
I'll tell
funny?
you,
Bill
the
told me
food-
about that, and as he was telling me, he was sweating. So it's got to be pretty damn good, man.
I had meat sweats just thinking about it. It's like,
Good stuff.
Meat sweat.
Hey, Kathy Alvarez is watching, and Bond Chick is watching, and a bunch of Facebook users. I can't pull their names up, but you know Bond Chick, don't you, Bill?
oh yeah. She used to have the group called the Valkyries at Oklahoma D-Day back in 2007, I think. 2006, 2007, somewhere around in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never got a
Used to play
chance
for
to
the
meet her.
German side. Yep.
Hey,
Yeah,
back on the
good
Cook
paintball
Shack.
player. She goes to a lot of events. She's going to Fold the Gap. She was at the Indiana Super Game, and she was at Oklahoma D-Day. You know, so she goes out to a lot of events all over the place.
I hope she gets up to this one so we get a chance to meet her.
Yep. I don't know. I'm pretty sure she knows about it. I think everybody knows about it.
She just said we'll meet soon.
Yeah, sweet.
I don't know.
You need to play on me and Bud's side if you come up. Just, you know.
Well, you know what I'm going to do
There you
is Dan Colby and Bud Orr, two of my three favorite people in the sport, bar none. So I think what I'm going to do is one day play on one team and one day play on the other team. So I'm not worth a shit anyhow, so it's not going to make much of a difference.
Oh, you are. I've seen you.
Fred, I know a guy that can make that happen. You just let me know what you need to do. I know a guy, so.
You know, Joe, you know somebody that can make that happen?
I do. I got an inside track.
I got a lot of faith in you, man.
I appreciate that. Hey, you were talking about the Cook Shack earlier. My brother-in-law actually bought a new smoker just for the game, and he's going to have smoked chicken, smoked pulled pork. He'll have bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers. I mean, he goes all out. It's gourmet food. You won't believe that you're at a paintball event. Some of the stuff he pulls on.
Yeah, Bill
Homemade
was.
cookies, it's nuts.
I can't tell you how much Bill has talked about that Cook Shack.
Oh yeah,
Exactly how early is he going to be there before the game?
He's actually going to open up Friday night. I think he opens Friday about 3 in the afternoon. So, and I'm
So
having
he'll
him
be there
take over.
Wednesday.
I'll see what I can do. I know a guy. I'll see what I can do, Bill. We can be the taste tester. I bet we can do something.
We had the buildings there in the village by the ship at the last Monte Casino, didn't we? Or is there any new buildings there as well?
I think all those buildings were there. There's been some upgrades and repairs and stuff, but the big thing is the new Abbey at Monte. I was over there today putting new stairs in. We're trying to finish it up.
Is that the one where you sent me pictures, Bill, of you working and Tim watching you? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 2.5-story monstrosity bunker that Yeah, thing's huge.
It's going to be cool. I can't tell you how many board feet and how many hours are in it, and it's going to get played 1 hour a year.
Oh, right. That's not.
I might have to arrange a secondary mission there.
There you go. I need to cost average that thing out. So if you can,
Yeah. One and a half
absolutely
hours,
love
$37,000.
yeah.
Well, Bill, you've been doing this for a lot of years, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's not a good answer. How long?
Well, it depends on which game. On Joe's game, it's been forever. It's
That's a good answer.
13 or 14 years, isn't it, Joe?
More than that. Well, 17 or 18 years. I guess we did it a couple years without you, and then I tried to get on the tour, and I called you up, and you're like, "It doesn't work that way. You can't just be on the tour." And then then you came to my field, and all of a sudden, Bill really wanted us to be part of the tour. It's funny how things change, So
Yep, it was awesome.
So Tori and Matt, you guys been what, 3 years then? This is your third year too?
Yeah, third year.
Third year?
The first year I was supposed to come out, we had that major ice storm. They had I-70 shut down. Everything was shut down around Wichita to Kansas City.
Wow.
And I didn't want to chance it. I caught a lot of Bill Bailey hell for that, but and Bud Orr. But Bud gives me hell anyhow. I mean, he's like my paintball dad that he give me a lot of hell. And
Stay out of trees with chainsaws.
Oh man, I tell you, that's all we did today was chainsaw back in a place called the Jungle.
Oh.
Wow.
More to do, 100 degrees, and sweat's everywhere. Got an argument with Shrek about whose swamp it was, but you guys have ever heard that joke?
Well, Matt, if Bud's giving you crap, that means he likes you.
Yeah. Well, I think he may like it.
Razor.
Razor, look at that.
Hey, how warm is it down there today, Bud?
It's 83 right now.
83?
You suck.
Yeah, it's a little cooler today. It was like 105 here last week, and now today it's only in probably the high 70s, so it's cooled off.
Well,
Everybody running around with sweaters on.
It's been real cool for the last 5 days. It's going to be 101 tomorrow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hey, Fred, I sent you a map of the field, and it's got the times and everything on it. So, all the numbers represent, when we're playing that specific, place.
Right, I got a call coming in here, Billy. I think I know who it is. Hello, can I help you?
Is this the number that I'm trying to reach?
Is this the great Tim Schloss?
What are you doing, brother?
Not much, pal. You see this group I got on here tonight?
I know. It's a motley crew. It's a rough bunch.
Yeah.
How's everybody doing?
Everybody's doing good. Yeah, it's a good show, with all these guys on it. And you're going to be another one that's going to be at Monte Casino too, right?
Absolutely. I went up there a couple of weeks ago. I got lost getting there. Went down the wrong road. I was supposed to be there about 10:30 to help them, and I got there about 2. But I'll tell you, that Abbey they're building is unbelievable.
I know, Bill. Bill sent me a couple of pictures of it, Tim, and in every picture you were just standing there, and Bill was working. What was the deal? Was that planned or what?
It's called being a
I was
supervisor.
in complete awe. I mean, where do you see this thing? I mean, he tells me they're building this thing. I'm thinking it's like a little storage. This is a major piece of equipment.
Oh, I seen the pictures. It was huge.
We don't mess around. Go big or go home.
Unbelievable facility up there. I can't wait to play it. And Paintball Dave's come down and spend a couple of days with me next week, or the week of the event, and we're gonna go up there and bring our wives. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, I can't wait. Sherry's all excited about coming back, because we got all the same wives that were at Woods Ball too.
Yeah. I got you real nice suite, so got you covered there.
I love you.
Where do you see this place? I'm not going to give it out over the phone here, but they didn't have any sweets.
Yeah, you just said a mouthful, that's for sure.
Yeah, but no, I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. I think it's going to be a good time. maybe it'll cool off a little. It was hotter than hell here today.
Was it? Yeah, I don't mind the heat. You know, I'd take the heat over the cold any day. So,
yeah,
I'm like Bud and I are. You know, we don't mind the heat, but we don't like shoveling snow. So,
yeah. Well, you guys are tough guys.
Nah, we're a couple of pussies. We don't care.
All right, on.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Going good. You know, had the electricians out today wiring a bunch of stuff. We put a couple of new buildings up that they had to have wired and getting ready for the fall.
Yeah, Bill tells me all about your place, and I cannot wait to see it. It's when I come back this time, I'm flying back. I was going to drive back, but I'm going to fly back. But I'm flying into St. Louis, so maybe I'm gonna. You're like what? 10 minutes from the airport.
Yeah, you don't stay at the house?
No. Actually, I'm going to stay up. You got me a suite, right?
Yeah. That's your suite already.
Okay.
At the Groton's Hotel. Yes, we got you a suite.
You got the best of the threading, but it's Chip called to put a deposit down, and it took him 3 days from the answer the phone.
Welcome to Greene County.
I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait to see you again, buddy.
If there's a policeman pulled over,
can't wait, man.
go wide around it.
Bring all my stuff and all my toys and see what happens.
Yep. Well, when I'm back there, I'm going to slide by your field too, because I got to see that.
I'd love to see you. You need to slide by and see Tori's. Tori's got a beautiful facility too. I mean, he really does. I mean,
well, you can maybe guide me over there too.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tim.
I mean, it just. He really puts a lot of time, and I mean, it doesn't look like a paintball field. It looks like an attraction. It's pretty nice.
Well, I hear yours is pretty cool too. I can't wait to play Joe's, man. I've been watching the video of Joe's. Oh crap! That thing looks great.
Are they going to use that pirate chip in this thing?
You can use a pirate chip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's a full-size pirate chip.
Is it really?
No, we're not talking like a 16-foot boat. I bet that thing, 100 feet long?
Yeah, I think it's 75, 80 feet long.
75, 80 feet long.
25 feet wide, 16 feet tall, two stories.
Unbelievable. Well, anyway, hey, listen, I'll let you get back to your guests. I just thought I'd chime in and say hi to everybody and let you know we're going to be there.
Glad you did. You tell Terry I said hi.
Good night, brother. See you.
All right, brother. Bye-bye. All right, everybody, that was Mr. Tim Schloss. Used to own Tiger Strike Camo back in the day, and now he owns, I'm sure he's watching, so I'm going to do this, Gateway Paintball, 10 minutes from the airport in St. Louis. So if you get a chance, you want to go try that, and you want to go try Tori's field out, too. Tori, what's the name of your field one more time?
Extreme Paintball Park.
Okay, and if people want to get a hold of it, they can look online at?
Unfortunately, there's several extreme paintball parks here, so ours is just extremepaintballpark.com. It's in the St. Louis area, Millstead, Illinois. There's no E at the front. It starts with an X. But, hit us up.
Hey, let me tell you, I'm in the simple. Believe me, especially people's names. And Stephen Snow's watching us, and Stephen Snow is going to be there at Monte Casino. And I've been talking to him back and forth here for the past couple of weeks since I actually got him online as a friend. So he's pretty excited. So, Joe, you got all kinds of people getting a hold of us that are excited as hell about coming back to this game, man.
Yeah, we'll have people from all over the country. It's a very interesting, diverse crowd. And as several people have mentioned, the players are great. Just to put it bluntly, we don't tolerate assholes. If you're an asshole, stay at home. We don't need your money.
There you go.
We want people to come out and have a good time. People that are going to support the kids. They're the future of the sport. Yep. So I'm real big on that. So
Me too.
People that come to cause trouble, we send them on down the road. That's as simple as that. So
and where else can you go and meet Bud Orr and Dan Colby at the same damn time?
I am so humbled. I seriously, if nothing else, from all the years I'll say spent on paintball. I won't say wasted. I spent on paintball. Just having these two gentlemen there and the influence they've been, and being able to meet them and seeing how cool they are, it's made it all worthwhile. This has been the pinnacle of my paintball career is being able to hang out with these guys. And I was in such awe initially, anyway, And then, to hear that Bud Orr was coming to my field. First of all, I didn't believe Bill. He's been talking about this kind of stuff for years. I'm like, sure, Bud's coming, And then a few days before the game, this guy rolls up in a rental car, and I'm like, who the hell is that? And well, it's Bud. And he wasn't at my field 5 minutes, and he had his head in the compressor wrenching on stuff. And he's just the most down to earth, cool guy ever, and it was really awesome. And then, and if you know me, my stuff's a mess. I've got tools and parts everywhere, and some people kind of judge me for that. But then Dan comes in and says, this is the best man shop I've ever seen, So he had embraced me in my ways, So these are my people, I'm just born a little late.
I got to tell you, I've known Bud and Dan for over 30 years. And still when I go up to them, I drop to my knees and all of them. Because they've just done so much for the sport, And like I say, that's what's hard to tell all these youngsters about what these guys really have done back in the day for this. I watched it from damn near the beginning, what was going on, and I watched it grow because I worked pretty hard, along with Bud and Dan to make things grow. And these guys are great. Everybody out there, if you get a chance, you're anywhere within a couple 300 miles, you're going to want to drive over to this tournament. Big game. And even if you're not going to play, you're going to want to come over and meet all these guys. Meet Matt, Tori, Bud, Dan, and even Hal or Bill. Bill, whatever he is up there. Yeah.
Hal.
There's Hal. How you doing, Hal? God, you look better. Leave it on Hal.
I am. I don't know. He's a talker, though. You might have to tell him to be quiet. Yeah, hold me back.
I know. Yeah, I've been waiting to come out of my shell. But anyhow, Danny.
Yo.
What day you going there, buddy?
I don't know yet. I'm going to try to get there a couple days early. Well, I'd like to get there a couple days early. It all depends on what we're doing here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because you got a lot of things going on right now with Immortal Air.
Yeah, we're just, but I wouldn't miss this game for nothing. So, there you go. I mean, the stuff we got is important and it's good for us, but, sometimes you just got to say nothing. You got to go to that big game. That's it. I mean, that's what we're all about. And no, it's a good time. So, no, we're going to be there and got a lot going on. That's it.
I can't wait till we all sit down at night, afterwards, because I got to tell you, that was an absolute riot at Woods Ball. It was, I can't even explain to people who wasn't there what it was like. It was so much fun. And now I'm hoping we not only duplicate this at Monte Casino, I'm hoping we build on it.
Yeah. I think you will. And the only reason I don't want to jump in like this, but, in New York, on the Woods Ball, there was a real competitive type of thing, you know what I mean? And you got a lot of people which is, this place is so kicked back. I mean, when you get shot, say, hey, thanks a lot, great shot, man, thanks a lot. I mean, it's just kind of a game. It's just great people. So when you sit there and you really can't compare. It's hard to compare this game with anything else. It's a Woods Ball orientated, similar. You're going to play a lot of the woods and stuff like that. He's got a great open field, dense woods. Tori and I, we're like, we get into it, man. I mean, we just get down and do it to it, and we go to places that you don't expect nobody to be at, and we're there and enjoying ourselves, taking people out. That's,
Well, I'm going to follow you.
Hey, we have a good time.
Well, what's good too is you don't go real fast, so that's good for me too. We can hobble along together there.
We're laughing too much.
That's it. I mean, you remember at Woods Ball? You see Bud Orr running?
Oh yeah,
he was embarrassing me. Guy, he run by me. I got the cold. I mean, shoot! I see nothing but dust. I got to tell you, you've been working out, huh, Bud?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, down in your shop. That's where you've been working out.
I can fall down real good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bill's good with that.
Every year.
Yeah, I'll tell you one thing you want to do. You don't want to put Bill and me behind a small bunker because there is just no room.
No.
In woods ball, we both went behind the same bunker. Man, I
Yeah.
knew we were screwed the
We
minute
look
we
like
slid in there.
whack-a-moles. We're like doing sit-ups to shoot. Well, there was no place to hide. The bunkers
Ah,
were as tall as your knees.
I absolutely love it. I cannot wait. You know, like I say, getting together with you guys is just it's extremely special. It really, really is. And for everybody out there, you know, like I say, you know, these guys are terrific people. You want to come out and meet these guys, every one of them. Joe, Bud, Dan, Matt, Tori, you know, they're all very approachable, very, very approachable. Just walk up and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, and I'd like to meet you. And I got to tell you, you'll never have a problem with these guys. Best of the best. So what do you think, Danny? That sound okay?
Yeah, it sounds great.
Uh-oh, I think we lost
I
Tori.
lost Tori.
Tori.
Yeah,
Where'd Tori go?
he popped off. He looked like he was having problems. He was moving his camera and stuff around.
Hey,
So-
Matt,
Yeah.
I gotta tell you that Jake asks me about you every week. He wants to make sure you're going to be there. You've made a big impression on him, and I appreciate that. He
Oh, that's those kids. They're just the greatest. That whole bunch. And I've got something extra I'm bringing for some of them kids.
nice.
So-
Oh, he'll be stoked.
Well, you know, last year I didn't realize at the time who I was giving the headbands to.
He still
And,
has that. He talked to me about it just the other day.
Yeah. You know, if nobody knows the story, Bud and I were kind of backed up a little bit. We needed some guys to go drop a bomb in a building, and here comes these kids. You know, I asked a couple adults, and they wouldn't do it. These kids did it. They went and got us the point. They're back around the truck, and half of them had their goggles still on and just excited. I had a whole bunch of Sandana headbands from, I don't know, 20 years ago. My whole entire gear bag of headbands. You know, one after another, you know, just handing it to these kids. Told them, I said, just wear it. Every time I see you, I hope you have it on there.
I bet they love that.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't even, stuff like that means so much to people when they get something special like that, you know.
Yes.
Bud gave me this shirt when we were at the Woods Ball right here. And I got to tell you, I just absolutely love it. I made him sign it too. So, but
Dan Colby sent me an Air America tank on a BM-68
Oh, is that right?
way back in the day, and Bud sent out guns to give away at big games, and so you just got to keep passing that torch on.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'll tell you what's funny. This was my first ever Air America tank.
Yeah.
I shot remote. Look at that bad boy.
Yeah.
That weighs half as much as I do. That's a lie, but anyway.
No, you're more.
Yeah, it made me feel better. Come on, Billy. I love it. Well, you know what, guys?
A little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more. Yeah, it just like I say, everybody out there, this is pretty special. Very, very special group. So, Matt, I'm going to start with you. I'm going to let you say one more time the big game that you got coming up this weekend and how people can contact you to go to that.
Yeah, it's called the Lions game. It's basically just a big fun game with there's 20 different warlords from Genghis Khan to Alexander the Great that all have flags to protect and treasure to protect. And we play the entire field this Sunday. Saturday night there's a fish fry and a silent auction and a snipers contest. And then you want to camp. And then we play all day Saturday. And then have some door prizes at the end of the day and, you know, have fun. And you can go to edgepaintball.com and visit events tab or the specials tab. It's got pre-registration for him.
Outstanding. Well, if you're anybody, like I say, if you're within a couple of 100 miles of these guys, you're going to want to go to these big games. Matt, I appreciate very much you coming on tonight, buddy.
Hey, no problem.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
What's that white stuff on your chin?
You know, it happens with age. You know, it just.
Hey, don't worry about it, Matt.
I don't have the just for men going on. I think Corey's got some thought.
Okay.
That just
All
for,
right.
but
I got you, brother.
It's a long week, and I'm gonna just shout out to everybody. You know, I lost my dad this last week. He was a real big part of my paintball life. But Bud and I talked about that quite a bit. If you got a dad out there, give him a hug tonight. And if he plays paintball, just think about how special you are.
Absolutely.
So you know, the crazy thing is we were going through some of his pictures. I had no idea, but he kept stuff from 1994, 95, 96. You know, flyers that I'd sent out. I always sent him one, and it was I had no idea he kept all that stuff, and it's just pretty neat to see that. And
that just meant he was proud of you, buddy. That's what it meant.
Oh yeah, he was a John Wayne as they get. He owned a lot of Sonic restaurants. I'll never forget. He was in the paintball store one time. We sold quite a bit of stuff Christmas Eve day, and he just looked at me and he said, "I never sold that many hamburgers one evening." You know, so that's his way of saying he was proud. But you guys got dads out there, and Tori knows it, and everybody else knows that's ever lost a dad. Give him a hug and tell him how much you appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, Matt, again, thanks for coming on tonight, buddy. I really do appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Okay, you have a good evening.
See you, Matt.
See you
later. Take care, brother.
That was Mr. Matt Shook, everybody. And Mean Gene is watching us right now, too. And Mean Gene is also going to be at Monte Casino.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I called Bill one day and I go, "Hey, what's the date for Monte Cristo?" And the guy, yeah, I know it. So about 10 minutes later, when he stopped laughing, then he started teasing me for another 10. And then he told me it's Monte Casino, Fred. So that was just a slip of the tongue. So, Tori, you're next, buddy. You know, I want to thank you so much for coming on. It was just absolutely great. Like I say, the first time I seen you, you were just a little guy. So
thanks for having me, Fred. It's cool things you're doing with the show. It's really neat, for real.
I appreciate it. Go ahead. Let's talk about your field real quick. Tell people how they can get a hold of you online. And
Sure.
Go ahead.
We built a hyperball field while we were closed for the Corona apocalypse. So we've been doing a couple streetball tournaments. November 20th, we're doing our first 7-man. But yeah, extremepaintballpark.com. If you're ever in the St. Louis area, hit us up. But Joe, really looking forward to the event, man. I'll tell you, the camping reminds me so much of Living Legends. It's ridiculous. And I've never been to a paintball event with so many on-field compressors. It's really cool, you know. So looking forward to it, guys.
Yeah, we're actually expanding that this year. There'll be even more on-field air. So
very cool, man. Very cool.
All right, Tori. Well, I'm looking forward to meeting you when we go there, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Have a good one.
Later, Tori.
Stay forward, being out there, man.
Sounds good. Be good.
See you.
All right, everybody. That was Tori. Come on, help me out, Bill. Bergoglio. Yeah, that's what I said. Bergoglio.
Yeah.
See, I always get it right. I always get it right the third or fourth time. Come on. Well,
I tell you, you know, if you ever walk, if you got through his field, it's like Better Homes and Gardens meets paintball. I've never seen anything so beautiful in my life. I mean,
he's got flower pots. There's flower pots hanging up on all the light poles, and his mom goes around watering them all the time.
Oh, wow.
Unbelievable. You would never, ever, ever. They have little areas for people to walk in and do things. I mean, it's just amazing what they've done to their field. I mean, am I right or wrong, right? I mean,
yeah. Wow. Well, I tell you, I can't wait to play at Paintball to Go. Everybody out there, like I say, even if you don't want to play, come out and meet these guys. You know, come out and meet Bud Orr. Come out and meet Dan Colby. You know, these guys are the legends of the sport, man. You want to come out, and you know what? They'll sign an autograph for you, too. Believe it or not, they'll do it. And, you know, in 100 years, you know what that damn thing's going to be worth? A lot. A lot. So, yeah. Yeah, so I get Bud to sign all my stuff, man. Oh, yeah.
That's your retirement plan, right?
Yeah. Who told you? You've been talking to my wife? Absolutely love it, man. I got to tell you. like I say, everybody, you're going to want to go out there and you're going to want to meet these guys. They're just nothing short of terrific. Well, Joe, I got to tell you, I am looking so forward to coming to your field. I've heard so much about it from numerous people, and I cannot wait to play it.
Well, we will do our best not to disappoint. Me and my dad have been out there every day working hard on the fields. And Matt was talking about his dad being involved in paintball. My father is very much involved, and he's every single day. I mean, I've got to work. I got a day job, but if I'm not there, he's out there busting his ass.
He's a hard charger.
Yeah. So it's we put our heart and soul into it, and we want everybody to have a good time. That's the number one priority, So
very cool.
We do everything we can to make that happen. So this year will be no exception, and this is a very special year with the tiebreaker between Bud and Dan. We've been so blessed to have them, come out and hang out with us, and we hope that they, even if they're not generals, we hope in the future, they'll bless us again. But I mean, this is the game to make. If you've never been to paintball to go, this is the year to come. I know it's in the fall. Well, this game is usually in the spring, so that's messing with some people. But with all the crazy stuff going on in the world, we just had to pull the trigger and get it done. So, come on out and meet these guys. Like you said, hopefully you'll come play. If not, just come out and meet these guys. And it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for a lot of people, especially in Green County, Illinois. I mean, these guys are coming in from all over the place, and there's going to be so many amazing people there that it boggles my mind. I wish I didn't have to run the damn game so I could just hang out with these guys the whole time, But
you're going to hang out with us anyhow. You watch.
I'll do my best.
You betcha. Joe, thank you so much for coming on tonight and talking about it. And again, really looking forward to it.
Yep. Good to talk to you.
Have a good evening.
Tell Angie hi for us.
I will, Bud.
Take it easy, man.
All right, Mr. Joe Schnelton. Did I get it?
Yep, you got it.
Booyah. Okay, right on. See, I told you, Bill, and get better just takes practice. 2-3 years, I got it.
I know.
So, yeah, so, it just takes time, So, now, look at these two guys that are on this screen, Bill. Mr. Dan Colby and Mr. Bud Orr. God, yeah, I mean, you just, you can't say enough about them, and you probably said everything about them already. It's just amazing.
Here's their chance. It's a perfect chance to recruit people now for their armies. So.
Oh, you know what? They're going to come out anyhow. Like I say, I've had all kinds of. Stephen Snow's going to be there. Does anybody know what's that girl's name? We had a girl that's talking about going. Sharon Marie Mui. Does anybody know her?
Yeah, I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's going to be there too.
That with Team Fox?
I don't know. Said will be her very first game to play.
Oh, okay.
Fox then.
So
she's from Fox's then. It just said on the thing there.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Well, Danny, hey, I'm so glad you made it on, buddy. I knew the weather was bad back there, and I told everybody about that too.
Yeah. No problem. Hey, you know something, Bud? Can I just give a shout to my buddy? Listen, everybody knows me. Larry, Taylor, okay? Everywhere I go, the guy's with me. He's been working with me from Air America all the way to Paintball Blitz to forever. He's the greatest guy, man, and we've been just hanging out and playing paintball for the last fucking 30 years, man. I mean, we've been together. I mean, before that, actually, out in the woods, getting chased by the cops for getting out of the woods. So Larry's been with me for a while. What happened, he had some health issues. I want to get over. I don't know what people don't know, so I don't want to say none. I just want to tell him that, he's a great guy, and, we're always thinking of him. And I hope that somehow, some way, they can make it up to, Joe's paintball to go this year. So it's still an open thing. I just wanted to say that right there.
Well, we all wish him well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
he's
Larry's
a great guy. Bud, do you remember Larry? Don't you? I know you remember. I know you know Larry. Bud knows him. I know Bill. I think you guys know. Yeah.
Name sure rings a bell.
And Freddy, something? Yeah, you used to come back by the factory. You saw him.
I come by the factory a lot back in the day. Remember?
Yeah.
Once you see him by the face, you'll know him by his face.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's coming down. Is he going to be there?
I hope so. We're working on it. So, just want to give him a shout out. But yeah, I hope so. It's just one of these things that we're got to keep it a little bit open.
Okay.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well,
Otherwise,
Dan,
I'm
We've got
I'm looking forward to
place
seeing you,
for him
buddy.
at the museum if he needs a place. If Larry needs a place to sit and just hang out, there's going to be room at the museum. That's no big deal.
Hey, man, thanks a lot. I appreciate that, and I think he does too. I appreciate that. I'll get back with you. I'll give you a shout tomorrow, man. All right?
Okay.
Like
alrighty.
Tracy Perez says, we're paintball family. We got to all work together for this.
Right on. It's so true. It's so true. We all have each other's back.
Yeah, we got to. Who else is going to do it for us but us?
If he comes out, I'll rent him a golf cart somewhere, and he'll have transportation all over the place.
Thanks, bud. You're too cool, man.
And
how am I going to, I don't even bring that up. But thanks. And how can I go against a guy like that? You know what I'm saying?
You can't. You don't want to either.
No, I don't.
All right, Danny.
All right, gentlemen.
I'll let you say good night to everybody.
Love you, brother.
I love you too, bud. Bill, Hell, Freddy. You two take care of yourself.
Yep.
And everybody else out there, man. I hope I see you guys all out there. We have a gas every time we've gone there. We've had a great time, made new friends beyond anybody's wildest belief. And more people keep coming. And, if you're playing on my side, I really appreciate it. Damn well, man, we're going to work hard and work our asses off in order to get that win this year. Yeah. So, if you jumped on my side, man, expect to play hard, and hard again. Because that's all we're going to do. We're going to push hard the entire weekend. So we're not going to give them any real estate that they could take.
So it's going to be bitching for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. As Bud would say, it's the most bitchest thing going on. So don't miss it. You know what I mean?
Right on, Danny.
Bud? All right.
Hey,
guys, thanks a lot.
Tell John and Mary I said hi.
I will. And the same thing with Sherry, please.
Absolutely.
Okay, and Jesse and Bud, Kathy and Hell and Bill and Susan and everybody. Everybody much peace and love and guys.
Good night, John boy.
All right. Good to see you, man.
I love you, Danny. All right, buddy. You have a good evening, huh?
You too.
Dan, that's a hell of a banner.
You like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I like yours, but the one you sent me, I love that thing. That thing is huge. It's awesome. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you got that banner. I thought you talked about that. Never mind. I get confused.
Yeah. I got Immortal Air hanging everywhere here. I got my tank. I got the banner. I got an Air America jacket up here.
Yeah, remember? Yeah, that's memories, man.
Yeah.
Sure. I had a customer, and he bought a paintball marker, and I didn't have any tanks, and I was like, and he's like, oh man, I need a tank, and I was like, oh shit, I sold him my personal tank, so I had to buy another one from Dan.
Oh,
and luckily I was able to get a banner also at the same time. So, but now I got another big tank, and I'm good to go.
Outstanding. Bill, you're really a great guy. And I know, when it comes down to a player, you give him the shirt off your back. You know what I mean? That's the kind of guy you are. So
like you and Bud have done for years.
Done it.
Yep.
It's out of love, man. It's out of what we do for this sport. There's not even a question. It's what we do. Don't even question it.
Love you, Danny.
All right, so, good night, guys.
All right.
Be well.
See you, Dan.
All right, everybody, that was Mr. Dan Colby back in the day. Air America, now Immortal Air. Right there it is. So I got to tell you.
What's that, Billy? I think it got too cold for Bud outside.
Yeah, he went inside.
Well, it got dark.
Yeah, it got dark. Yeah, I know it. All we could see was your image. So you look great now.
Oh, thank you.
He's like, I need a coat. It's 80 degrees.
Well, it's been down to 51 at night.
I told you, don't be teasing us. But I like the heat.
Yeah, we do. Yes,
absolutely.
we do.
Hey, Bud, I can't thank you enough for coming on tonight and talking to these guys, buddy.
Oh, I had a ball. Thank you very much for asking me. And I appreciate it a whole lot. You two guys are awesome. All of them are. Everybody
cannot
that came
wait.
on tonight was outstanding.
We've got 18 days.
Great group. Yeah, I cannot wait to see you at Monte Casino. I'm so much looking forward to seeing you and Danny and everybody. It's going to be so cool.
We're gonna have a blast. It's gonna be fun.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right, Joe.
All right.
Joe. All right, bud. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right. You take care. Love you guys.
Love you too, man. You stay safe. All right.
You too, Hal. I see you over in the corner. Hi, Hal.
I'm hiding.
Hi.
Yeah. He's not hiding.
I see him peeping in.
Bud's just hogging his phone.
Yeah, there you go.
That
I had
guy,
a hell of a
Bud's
time
got a big
getting on
head.
here.
Got Hell Bill now.
All right. Love you guys. You take care.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Thanks.
see you, bud.
All right, everybody. It's Mr. Bud Orr. Great show tonight. Uh-oh, you started freezing up.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, you're just not moving. Whew, that scared me. Wow. What a great group, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome game. I can't wait.
Oh, hey, come on. You got Dan and Bud. I mean, that's two awesome generals right off the damn bat.
Yeah.
You know, and then you got paintball to go, which sounds like the Disneyland of paintball. And I cannot wait to get there.
Yep. Yeah, you've always got a VIP pass because there's air at every station. So,
Wow. Is that incredible or what?
yeah, it's crazy.
It's nice.
I think this year there's so many of us. I'm thinking of maybe just having Alfonso's make pizza for us and bring it to the field instead of going to them and eating pizza.
Well, I'm going to go there and eat pizza, and I'm going to go there and eat pasta, and I'm going to go there and eat.
Oh, it's
You know,
good food.
I love Italian
Very
food. You know that.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Heck yeah.
well,
All
right
right.
on, Hell Bill.
Yep.
All right, Bill. Hey, you know, his phone worked perfect. You might want to look into that because, I mean, it didn't miss a beat the whole time.
Yep. Yep. Well, it's hit and miss. It's a constant battle here where we're at. So
I know. Well, you know, Hell's phone, look at it. It worked perfect the whole time.
yep.
So, well,
It's like,
right on, buddy. It's a pretty good show.
Where I'm usually at, though, AT&T usually doesn't have the service,
Yeah.
especially for internet. So it's hit and miss,
Yeah,
It
yeah,
really
that's what I
is.
got, AT&T, and and Joe said it works out there. That's good enough for me. 'Cause,
Yeah.
I want when we go there, I want to go live a bunch of times. I
Oh, yeah.
want to, because a lot of people that aren't going to be able to go there, I want to show them what the experience is, so that maybe
Oh, yeah.
next year they can plan on it and make it a road trip to go do that.
Yep. Heck
So-
yeah.
Right on, Billy.
All right. Go eat dinner.
That's what I'm going to do in a minute here. You betcha, pal.
All
All
right.
right. All right. Bye-bye.
See ya.
All right, everybody. I want to thank you so much for watching us tonight. It is so special when I got guys on like Dan Colby and Bud Orr, and it's always special to have Hell Bill on. It's just great. I appreciate the viewers. I appreciate everybody watching, and I appreciate everybody that takes in and tunes in to make paintball bigger. If we all work together, we're going to make this sport great. So I thank you all so much. And next week, I am having Mr. Tank Tankerly, and we're going to be talking Jelly Ball next week. So please, until then, play hard, play safe, but play fair, but get out there and play some paintball. All right. See you next Tuesday evening.